So hello everyone. So this is our practical class on Adobe After Effects, the second class after the introductory class. What we are going to be doing today is that we are going to be working with text presets, and what this entails is that they are predetermined or predefined effects that can be applied to different designs, vectors, and even text. At this point, as an introduction, we are going to just be applying the typewriter effects on a certain text. Then as we progress in the class, we are going to now be working with more customizable and customized effects. Talking about the transform properties such as rotation, opacity, scale, and also position. So these basic four transform properties are what we are going to be working with to create visually appealing effects. So now this is the After Effects platform. When you open the app, this is what you are going to be seeing. This is the window, and here you would see options compose. When you click on the compose, you would see the time frame which I just highlighted now. You can set it to different time. Next, you will see the preset for the screen size, which is set, and then you can rename your composition. So you'd name it a name that would coincide with what you are working on, or something you can easily remember. I would name mine Practical 1, and then this is the background color for the default screen, and then you click OK. It opens. These are the options you have, the different tools you can work with, which I earlier highlighted at the first class. After going through this tool, you click on the rectangle tool, you create a rectangle. Feel free to slow down the video or pause it. You click on the fill palette and then you select the color. What I'm going to be doing next is, as I click on the text, I'm going to lock the background, which is the white rectangle I drew, and then I click on the screen. I adjust the font size so that it will be visible, and I would also adjust the color, the font color. You can see where I'm getting these properties from. Click OK to reflect, and then I type. So what we are going to be doing, we're just going to be typing welcome to class, and then we can change the font style here to whatsoever font. So we'll just add some differences, make it bold italic. That's what we are going to work with, and then we adjust it just to work on the position. Ensure that your position tool is clicked before you adjust, and then we can just click on the effects. Once you click on the effect, it will load some sets of predefined effects. Remember, I'm talking about preset effects. That's what we are going to be using for the animation, and the one we are going to be applying is the typewriter effect. It will create an effect that will look as though the typewriter. So you can get the effects feature also from your menu tab. And then this default is to, in case you mistakenly adjust your workspace, you can just make it come back to the default setting. So we type the typewriter effect there. It's already designed. We drag it and drop it on our text, and it's as simple as that. When you play your animation, you see the typewriter effect. If you add the sound to it, it's going to give you a more realistic animation. So you follow my options, you keep on going down the tabs until these dots, these are your keyframes, show in a kind of diamond shape, and then you can adjust it to adjust the speed of the effect. So you see it's faster the closer I bring the two dots. Thank you very much, and God bless. Okay, so for this next section, we're going to be talking about the position effect. So I have my text tool, I'm typing the word position, and then after that we are going to click on our position. We can use the shortcut, which is S for scale, P for position. So when you press P on your keyboard, it's going to bring down this option. You click on the timestamp, which is what I just clicked, that turned blue, and then you set your first position, the initial position, to where you want it to be. See, right now I'm adjusting it. Next, you move your timestamp to the position where new place you want it to be, and then you adjust your position to exactly where you want it to be. So what this does is that at the beginning of the clip there would be no text on the screen, but then it will move, the position of the text will move until it comes to the center of the clip after 0.5 seconds. Next we are looking at is the scale option. So I'm using my text to type scale, then I can press on my keyboard S and it brings down this option you are seeing now, and I click on the time to say okay, from this point this is where you are starting the origin, and then I would move my timestamp to the new position, and then I will adjust the scale again to my preferred scale size. So what I would do, you would notice that it's scaling from the left bottom edge. I would want to adjust it using my anchor points, using my anchor tool. That's what I'll click now, and then I would move the anchor to the middle so that it scales down from the middle and scales up from the middle. You'll notice the difference now as opposed to scaling from the left bottom edge. So using my text tool, I typed the word rotate, and what I did was that you would see I would click on the tab of the text I want to rotate, which is the rotate text. I'll click on it now, and then I would press the letter R. It brings down this option, and then clicking where I want to start, I click on the timestamp, adjust my click on it, it's blue. I move it forward to the new point I want, and then I type 360 degrees at this point, adjust it to whatsoever value that is convenient for me. And after doing that, you would see the effect. It's going to rotate 360 degrees from where I started to my end point. The last on our list is going to be the opacity property under the transform. So I've typed a text. What you need to do is just type the letter T for transparency, the same thing as opacity. You click on your timestamp. You move your timestamp, to the point where you want it to start from, and then you click on it, click it down, it becomes blue. You set your opacity to 0, which means it's going to be at invincible from the beginning down to that point, and then you move it a little bit further and set your opacity at 100. You see you've placed 2 keyframes now, so it's moved between 0 and 100 in opacity, while the other one rotates. So let's activate the other layers, and then let's watch what we've done so far. The position, the scale up, the rotate, and the opacity. Well, thank you very much. See you in our next class, where we are going to be talking about character animations, where we are going to